On a warm March night in 1997, thousands across Arizona looked up and saw something they still can't explain. A giant, silent formation appeared to move as one. Not blinking, just drifting, too slow for jets, too big for a plane. Within hours, phone lines jammed, newsrooms buzzed, and a legend was born. The Phoenix Lights. Reports began up north and rolled south along the I-17 corridor. Prescott, then Phoenix, like a moving wave of astonished eyewitnesses. Families stood on porches, kids pointed, neighbors called neighbors, and everyone tried to find the edges of the thing in the dark. Some described a solid triangular craft that blocked stars. Others saw only orbs in a geometric V. Here's where it gets tricky. Many researchers say there were two separate events that night. First, a slow, low V-shaped formation crossed the state. Later, a row of stationary lights appeared over the Estrella Mountains near Phoenix. Same night, different phenomena, blended ever since in memory and media. Let's walk alongside one witness. Call him Luis. Standing in his driveway, elbow on the hood of his car, listening to crickets. The lights pass overhead, silent. He spreads his hands to measure the angle in the sky and feels the strange calm of a big thing moving slow. No engine roar, no rotor chop, just gliding, as if the desert itself were holding its breath. The official explanation for the later stationary lights came quickly. Military flares from a training mission over the Barry M. Goldwater Range. Flares can hang for minutes and drift with the wind. From Phoenix angles, they line up over the Estrellas and then slip behind the peaks. Skeptics point out familiar signatures in the videos. Lights appearing in sequence, dimming at different times, leaving no structure between them. But the earlier moving V is the heart of the mystery. Pilots reported nothing unusual on radar, yet witnesses saw a structured shape crossing low and wide. Believers say flares don't fly in formation across counties or blot out stars. Something huge and silent did. Skeptics counter with perspective tricks. A handful of small planes flying the same bearing can mimic a moving chevron if you lack depth cues at night. Then there's the governor. Fife Symington held a cheeky press conference, bringing out someone in an alien costume to calm the frenzy. Years later, he said he'd seen something himself that night, otherworldly. In his words, though he still supported the flare explanation for the mountain lights, to some, he became a witness with credibility. To others, a politician enjoying the spotlight of a durable mystery. What about the footage? Many videos are zoomed, shaky, and low contrast. Long exposures smear motion, and compression eats stars that should reveal if a craft blocks them. Photogrammetry attempts showed lights aligning with the ridgeline, backing the flare explanation for the second event, while the traveling V remains stubbornly ambiguous. No definitive radar track, no recovered hardware, no single perfect video, just a chorus of memories and imperfect sensors. Culture didn't forget. The phrase Phoenix Lights turned into documentaries, podcasts, and late-night debates. The story returns whenever new lights appear over the desert. Subsequent repeats, often traced back to flares or coordinated flight paths. But echoes keep the original night alive. If you witness a future event, try this. Note time to the minute, record azimuth by landmark, sketch relative spacing, and listen for sound after the pass. Share your raw footage without overlays, and invite others nearby to post their angles. Triangulation works best with many honest eyes. Curiosity and rigor can coexist. You don't have to kill the wonder to measure it carefully. Now the big question. If an advanced craft wanted to be secret, why carry bright lights at all? And if they were flares, why did so many people feel the presence of a single enormous object? Some mysteries persist not because they're unsolvable, but because they mix physics with fear, perspective with awe, and evidence with expectation. Where do you land? Structured craft, misidentified planes, military flares, or something we don't have language for yet? Tell me your Phoenix Lights story or memory in the comments, especially if you were there that night. What did your senses register first? If this investigation lit up your curiosity, hit subscribe, drop a like, and share this with someone who still looks up when the desert gets quiet.